All right, Olive. Today we're tackling a really heavy but incredibly important topic, something that honestly far too many people experience, often in silence, dealing with a violent and jealous partner. It's a tough one, you know?
It really is, Popeye, and I think the silence is the biggest part of the problem. People often feel ashamed, isolated, or even like it's their fault. And when we talk about violent and jealous, it's not always just physical, is it? It's so much more insidious than that.
Absolutely. That's a crucial point. When most folks hear violent, they immediately think physical harm. And yes, that's a very real and terrifying aspect. But the psychological and emotional violence, the constant control, the gaslighting, the relentless jealousy that chips away at your self-worth, that can be just as damaging, sometimes even more so because it's harder to prove, harder to explain to others.
Exactly. You start to question your own reality. Am I overreacting? Is it really that bad? Maybe I did provoke them. That's the insidious nature of emotional abuse, isn't it? The jealousy often starts subtly too, doesn't it? Like, oh, they just care about me so much, or they're just so protective.
Totally. It can masquerade as love or passion in the beginning. They might say things like, I just can't stand the thought of losing you, or, you're mine, and I don't want anyone else looking at you. And initially, that can feel flattering, almost romantic. But then it slowly morphs into demanding to know where you are at all times, checking your phone, getting angry if you spend time with friends or family without them. It escalates.
A progetic roll?
And the goal isn't love, it's control. Pure and simple. When that protective behavior turns into isolation, where you're discouraged from seeing your friends, your family, or pursuing your hobbies, that's a massive red flag. They want to be the center of your universe, not because they adore you, but because they want to control every single aspect of your life.
That's it. It's about power. And the violence, when it happens, whether it's a shout, a shove, or something worse, it's also a display of power. It's to remind you of who's in charge, to keep you in line.
And then, often, after an incident, there's that honeymoon phase, isn't there? The apologies, the promises, the showering of affection, which just reinforces the cycle and makes it so hard to leave. And we out?
Oh, absolutely. The I'll never do it again, the tears, the gifts, the I love yous that sound so sincere in that moment. It's a manipulative tactic, whether conscious or unconscious, that draws you back in. It makes you hope maybe this time it'll be different. And that hope is a powerful, dangerous thing in these situations. It really is. So how do we even begin to advise someone who might be listening right now, recognizing these patterns in their own life? What are some initial steps to start creating that distance, that space, that safety from someone who exhibits these violent and jealous behaviors?
The very first crucial step, Popeye, is acknowledging that there is a problem and that it's not your fault. You are not responsible for someone else's jealousy or violence. That self-blame is a huge barrier to leaving. Once you accept that, you can start thinking about safety. And safety planning is paramount here. It's not about making a grand exit immediately, it's about preparation.
That's excellent advice. Recognizing it's not your fault is so liberating, but also terrifying, because it puts the onus on them.
So, safety planning, what does that look like practically? We're talking about someone who might be constantly monitored, or whose partner might react violently to any perceived attempt to leave. It means being strategic and discreet. First, identify your support network. Who can you trust implicitly? A close friend, a family member, a colleague, a counselor. Someone you can confide in without fear of them betraying your confidence or putting you in more danger. Have a code word with them, something innocuous that signals you need help without alerting your partner.
A code word. That's smart, because in a high-stress situation, you might not be able to speak freely. What about practical items, like documents or money?
Absolutely critical. If it's safe to do so, start gathering important documents: birth certificate, passport, social security card, insurance papers, bank account information. Keep them in a safe place, maybe with that trusted friend or family member, not in your home where your partner might find them. Also, try to squirrel away a small amount of money, even if it's just a few dollars here and there. An emergency fund, however small, can be a lifeline.
That makes so much sense. Financial independence, even just a little bit, gives you options, doesn't it? It chips away at that feeling of being trapped. And what about communication? Like if your partner is constantly checking your phone, how do you even make those discreet calls or texts?
Well, blow me down, Olive Oil. Strongest sailor on the 7 seas.
Oh, betcha.
I'm strong to the finish. Well, blow me down, Olive Oil. A fine day for sailing.
Oh, Pa, you always say that, but what about the wind?
The wind, I am what I am, and I can handle it.
Stay away from Olive Oil, you big palooka!
Says who, Popeye?
Says me, and that's final!
We'll see about that.
Help! Let me go, you brute!
You're not going anywhere, Olive.
Save me!
I got you, Olive Oil!
Oh, Popeye, my hero! I love you, Popeye. You are my hero.
You're safe now.